Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the On Fire B2B podcast where we take business owners and CEOs in the B2B space. 6 questions, 9 minutes, because the best know when to be concise and when to end. Let's get to it. Question number 1, in a couple sentences, tell me who you are and what do you do?
I am Eric Fan. Thanks for having me. And I'm the founder of Squarage Career Readiness.
And what does Squarage do?
Squarage Career Readiness, what we do is we are a disruptor in the educational space when it comes to career readiness curriculum. We design career readiness curriculum for the CTE space, which stands for Career Technical Education. So we design interview skills, job retention, and job search prep readiness contents for K-12 high schools, community colleges, and social service programs. We've been doing that for about 6 years, Bob.
Perfect, Eric. Question number 2. What is the best thing about working with these businesses?
Well, the best thing about working with the businesses, for our business, it's not traditional B2B. Our business that we work with are school customers. They're social service programs with the counties and so forth. So it could be K-12 community college or with the city state department, right? And the best thing is I love working with the youth. The at-risk youth, the transitional age youth, Gen Zers, millennials, so on and so forth. I noticed that they struggle with mental health and emotional intelligence. And I've had a really good time helping them with those components by helping them get a job. So perfect. I think just working with the youth has been really, really fun.
That works. With 7 minutes and 30 seconds left, question number 3. I'm hearing from other top executives and owners that using quotes and testimonials from clients really increase conversions and sales. What are your thoughts?
My thoughts is that it's all contextual. It's all context. For the educational space, again, to repeat myself, it's a little different than the traditional B2B space. Okay. So what's worked for me, testimonies and clients do work, but what's worked the best for me for conversion rates and sales has been crushing it at my breakout sessions and keynote speeches at educational conferences. So your first goal, obviously, is to have a great product. And then when you get an opportunity, for me, it would be to speak or market at an educational conference. I get 60 minutes, 2 hours, whatever to speak, crush it, destroy that thing. And then the money is made in the follow-ups. Once I get my signups, take down numbers, take down names, I follow up with them. So first, crush it at the educational conferences.
Right.
Because I want to become a vendor. And number 2, follow up with them because they're not going to follow up with you. You have to take the initiative.
That is true.
That one-to-one email marketing component is probably number 1.
Awesome. We're at 6 minutes and 30 seconds, so we got to keep going. All question number 4. What advice you share with other companies working in the B2B industry? Go.
Okay. My advice to other companies in the B2B space, I'll try to keep as practical and simple as possible. The first thing for market penetration that worked for me, because there were already a lot of heavy hitters in educational vendorship for career readiness content, was I had to undercut my own prices. So I know that's great. You probably think that you're worth a lot, your product's worth a lot, but you must undercut the prices to get market penetration. So if the going price for a curriculum is, let's say, $10,000, for example, and you believe you're worth $10,000, everybody else is charging $10,000, you have to charge $5,000, $7,000, $3,000. You must undercut to get market penetration because there's too many heavy hitters already. Number 2, I would say, kind of to echo what Jack Ma said at Alibaba, he said customers first, employees second, and then investors third. Customers, you have to bend over backwards for your customers. Be very flexible and adaptable within reason. Within reason, be flexible and adaptable. Quick example. I had a contract with a school district and they wanted me to change some of the images in some of my curriculum because they thought it was too provocative. I could have been, no, I'm going to stick to my guns, but I decided, no, I want to be flexible and I want to be adaptable. So I changed some of the images to make it more age appropriate and family friendly. And then we were able to secure that contract because I put the customer first. So that's one second example. Third example real quick is, like I said earlier, the money is made in the follow-ups. What shocked me is people don't follow up that much in the educational space. I don't know, it's because they're lazy, they have too many things on their plate, but they need to follow up. And the best way was one-to-one emails. And and I wanted to convey the right buzzwords, get straight to the point, have the good positive energy, make sure my salutations are upbeat with positive energy, being polite and straight to the point, like I said. And what really surprised me was how people don't follow up. And when they do, they come off too sales pitchy. The goal is to deploy empathy. So a quick example would be being very polite, things like please advise, thank you in advance, hope you're having a good week, good week, so on and so forth.
Oh, love it. I love all three of those steps for the educational space. That's awesome. Let's get to question number 5.
Let's do it.
What other top CEOs and business owners in the B2B industry, like yourself, would you like to acknowledge as a leader and should be a guest on my podcast?
I want to give a shout out to Edward Lee and Victoria Lee. They are the founders of Barnabas Robotics. They work in the STEM field. STEM is science, technology, engineering, and math. They help the youth create robotics technology curriculum. And they've been doing a great job for the last 6 years, helping a lot of young children, whether it's Gen Zers, millennials, helping them just with robotics technology. And they're very, very, their basis is on an encouragement for the youth.
Perfect. I'll look them up when we're done. Number 6, most important question of the podcast, Eric.
All right, let's do it.
Focus. Hey, Eric.
Yeah.
Tell me about your first time. Your first sale.
You got it, Bob. 2016, I founded the business. May 2014, I did not secure my first deal until May 26th, about, I want to say February, March 2016. That's 21 months after the fact, 21 months after founding the company. I had to do a lot of volunteer work, shot out all the feelers, crushed a lot of conferences, a lot of workshops, got great feedback, couldn't close deals. And then finally, one day, I was invited to a conference to attend. They encouraged me to network at this conference, and I did not want to go. I wanted to give up, but somebody had encouraged me, go to this conference called California Placement Association. And I go to this conference, and I'm feeling down, I'm feeling low, very discouraged. Right, 2 years in, can't close anything. I want to give up. And then I'm at the conference, Bob, and someone taps me on the shoulder. And they say, hey, excuse me, Eric, can I come talk to you for a sec? And I was really scared that I got in trouble or something and they're gonna kick me out. But the organizer of the event, shout out to Eric Hilden. He said, hey, I wanna talk to you because our keynote speaker is a no-show. We can't get a hold of him. We need someone to fill up our keynote at the last minute. Can you do it? And I was like, absolutely. So I had no idea that was going to happen. They asked me to keynote right there on the spot. I had like 30, 40 minutes to prepare. I just whipped up something from the top of my head, gave the keynote, crushed it, and then the rest is history.
Love it there. See, here's what he'll talk about luck. You got lucky in that was luck, but here's the thing. You were prepared for it though.
2 years of preparing, Bob.
Exactly.
2 years of preparing.
Exactly. I love it there. So Eric, you've got 1 minute and 22 seconds left.
All right.
Promo time. Ask me a question. Talk about the weather, or since the best know when to be concise and when to end early, we end early. Go.
Bob, I want to ask you a question.
I'll allow it.
What is the number one factor for someone to give someone a magical moment, a happy moment, to improve someone else's life? In business space, any type of context. From all of your podcast interviews.
Like, are you like what do you mean like making sure, like what's the thing about giving like the best advice I've gotten on the podcast? Is that what you mean?
Right. What's the best piece of component advice that you received interviewing all these people?
Treat your business like a cup of coffee. Coffee requires 4 things: water, beans, a cup, and heat.
Can you say it again? Water,
beans, cup, and heat.
Cup and heat.
You have those 4 things, you have coffee. Now focus on the cream and sugar. So focus on the basics in your business first.
Focus on the basics first. For business.
Hey, Eric, you only got 20 seconds left. Do you want some promo time?
Absolutely. Yeah. So if any program wants to collaborate with Squarage with career readiness, whether workshops, professional development training, you can contact me at squarage@gmail.com. Squarage is spelled SQUARAGE@gmail.com. Our website is squareedgeglobal.com.
Perfect. You pulled it off on the nose. 6 questions in 9 minutes, because the best know when to be concise and when to end. Say your website one more time. Don't spell it out.
Okay. It's squareedgeglobal.com.
And the description is magic. Eric, thank you so much for being on. Tip of the hat to you.
Thank you so much, Bob. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. And for everyone else watching or listening, make sure you check out more episodes of the On Fire B2B podcast. I am Bob Clark. Y'all have a wonderful day now. Talk to you later. Bye.